was that I will be more than willing to have a conversation with you at your convenience about this specific project and the flooding issues.
I am Gabriella Velardi-Ward, and I am the coordinator of the Coalition for Wetlands and Forests. And we've been involved in trying to stop the destruction of the wetland for at least 4 years now. Graniteville, where the wetland is on the northwest coast of Staten Island. We are surrounded by water. I had been saying for the last 4 years that if we lose the wetland, we will be flooded. And I was not using scare tactics. On July 4th, the trees started to come down. We're still in court, by the way. The trees started to come down on July 4th. By August 31st, 80% of the trees were gone and the soil was compacted. It no longer absorbs any water. On September 1st, we were flooded in many areas in Graniteville. Well, this is the first time we've ever been flooded. Many areas in Graniteville, and Amador was tremendously flooded. The person on the corner of South and Amador is looking at a cost to repair his house of $55,000. Somebody lost a car. Somebody lost a small business because all of his supplies were in the house. Tremendous, tremendous damage there. And we had never been flooded before. Most people in Graniteville do not have flood insurance, as I don't either, because we had never been flooded before, as I said. All right, since we've had this and we've never had it before, who's going to protect us now? This was a lethal wound to us because we're not safe in our homes anymore. Once this is down, because of climate change, torrential rain, flooding, sea level rise, and I said we're surrounded by water. It's a lethal wound because we are going to be flooded. This is only the beginning. This is the first and the least horrible flooding that we had. It's only going to get worse and worse as we continue.
We're working on Ms. Ward's concerns.
One of the solutions may be to make this a blue belt, and I know it's private property, but when it comes to loss of life, life has to trump private property. Another thing I wanted to bring up is, since I'm an architect, I know that I work for parks, public sector. The private sector has to conform to the requirements of the public sector, or with climate change, we're just spinning our wheels. Everything the public sector does is undone by the private sector. So we've got to look at that.
If this is a true wetland, how did DEC sign off on a permit to let a private developer build in a wetlands? Like, how'd that happen?
Because we didn't have a public hearing. We had 1,700 letters sent to DEC requesting a public hearing. 1,700 letters requesting a public hearing, but they said it's not warranted. We lost the opportunity to have expert testimony there, and DEC told us it was not warranted. And we're still in court. We're still in court.
As a former deputy commissioner for DEC, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. There's a notation on my screen that Councilmember Rose wishes to speak. I'm going to turn this over to Councilmember Rose. This is kind of a parochial issue. This is her district.
Chair, thank you. I don't want to engage in a conversation or back and forth. What I wanted to say was that I will be more than willing to have a conversation with you at your convenience about this specific project and the flooding issues. Yeah, I just wanted you to know that I'm willing to have that conversation with you. And we're working on Ms. Ward's concerns. Thank you.
And my last question is, who's going to protect us?
Time expired.
And my last question is, who's going to protect
Time
us?
expired.
And my last question is, who's going to protect us?
Time expired. Time expired. Time expired. Time expired.
Give away.